Hi, my name is Tyler Anderson. Today's date is July 30th, 2026, and today we're filming a video source inspection for Sitek Process Solutions. Today we're going to be reviewing a fully new Sitek 4300. I'm going to get the tool started and then we'll discuss our process of building this as well as the other tools we can help support. To begin, we're going to first check to make sure we have a cassette and loaded substrates in here. These are pretty big substrates. These are going to be 300 millimeter, so pretty big. We're going to close the door and press start. We're going to be running a typical spin, rinse, dryer process. This is going to be a rinse cycle where we're going to spray the substrates with DI water, followed by a quick purge of the lines with N2 air to make sure there's nothing stagnant in there or any remaining water that'll drip onto the substrates. Then we're going to go into our dry one cycle where we're going to run the substrates at a higher RPM and really use centrifugal force to sling that water off the substrates and cassette. And then we're going to go into our dry two section. We're going to slow the RPMs down, increase the duration of the process time, and really let those heaters engage to evaporate the remaining water that may be left on the substrates at that point. This tool is going to a customer in the United States. Because we want to keep our customers' privacy, I'm going to identify it with a PO number, which is PO number 0031229. So for this SRD, everything is built fully brand new, including the consumables and the components. All the metal is fully electro-polished and chemically cleaned. And then the rotor is, of course, balanced grade. As we can see, there's not a ton of vibration or any vibration that's noticeable on the tool right now, and it's running great so far. We're already in our dry one step, so again, we're running at a higher RPM right here, and we're still seeing the tool run extremely smooth. In addition to spin rinse dryers, we also have a variety of other wet process equipment. That's going to include custom wet benches, new box washers, mass cleaners or single wafer scrubbers, and chemical distribution units. For the wet benches, these are going to be fully customizable and fabricated to each customer specific process. We offer them both as manual and semi-automated, and we can do a variety of BAS, QDRs, different features such as N2 bubbling, ultrasonic, megasonic. We can do different types of heaters in the bath, whether it's immersion, recirculating, filtered. Really, the list goes on and on of how customizable these wet benches are. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to either get a quick Teams meeting going or come on site to discuss exactly the process you're trying to achieve. We'll walk through a quick questionnaire with you to determine exactly the layout of your wet bench, and then we're going to come back and build out a quick desktop view of what it's going to look like, and then provide you with a quote as well, so you can have all the information needed to make your decision regarding a wet bench. For box washers, we offer both refurbished HTC box washers as well as the new Sitek box washer that has an upgraded PLC that's going to look very similar to the Slick Device controller on this SRD. Something across the board with all of our tools is that we like to have a great, easy to use interface. If you are going from one tool set to the next, you shouldn't have to perform training on a bunch of different control systems and in-depth training, where if you have all Sitek equipment, you're going to have a great idea of where to start with running the tool, looking at the process you're going to run, and then performing maintenance and individual component actuation as well. So right now we're currently in our dry two section. We got about 150 seconds left on the dry two. So right now we've slowed the RPM speed down to 1,000. We increased the duration to 300 seconds or 5 minutes, and we're really letting the bowl heater as well as the N2 heater just warm the chamber, evaporate the rest of the water on that substrate in the cassette, and make sure that when you pull these out, they are going to be dry and warm to the touch. This specific model is made for 300 millimeter. We also offer them in all the size increments below as well. A great thing about choosing the 4300 though is if you want to run 300, you can. And if for some reason in the future you decide to go to 200, 150, 100, or even smaller, we offer these great product called an insert, where you're going to slide it into the rotor the exact same you would a cassette, and then your smaller size cassette size is going to go straight into the insert. So there's no need to call the maintenance team anymore, put the tool down to have somebody remove the rotor, install a new rotor, and then be able to run your process. You're just going to have the operator insert put the insert in, the adapter, and then the smaller cassette size, and you're good to go. After the run's complete, you want to go back up. You're able to just pull out the cassette and insert, and it's ready to go as well again for you. About 80 seconds left of our dry 2 sequence. At the end of our dry, we're going to wait as the rotor ramps down in speed. We don't want to try to open the door prematurely, as it can cause unnecessary damage to the tool. You'll notice that it'll slowly go ramp down, and then it's going to upright to the 12 o'clock position. Once it does that, this indicator light is going to change to blue, letting us know our process run was successful. If you had any issues during this, it's going to go red. You'll get an alarm on the touchscreen controller, which a side note is, if you do get an alarm for some reason on the Slick device, it's a great way to have either maintenance teams or training for the SRD, because if you touch the actual specific alarm, it's going to give you local troubleshooting instructions on how to troubleshoot that specific error, as well as the part number of what you're going to need to replace. So when you come talk to us, you already have a great understanding of what troubleshooting's been done, what part needs to be ordered. It just saves a couple of times of having to gown up, gown down, gown up, gown down. We're really just trying to make your life as easy as possible, which is why our slogan is, we make drying a breeze. Everything with the Slick device and the way we operate our sales team and our technical staff here is all designed around the fact that your life is hard enough as it is already to operate a fab, and we want to be the person that comes and makes it just a little bit easier for you. So there we go, that's the end of our process run. It's currently braking and slowing down the RPM, so we're going to wait till it fully uprights. It takes a little longer to brake on the 4300 with this big of a substrate, because there's just so much weight in the substrate and cassette itself that it just has to slow it down at a little bit of a slower rate than it would any of the other SRD models. And there we go, it's about to upright. And the indicator light's changing. There we go, successful process run. We're gonna open the chamber. You may see a few drops of water around the bowl or on the window. That is totally normal. What we care about is that the cassettes and the substrates are fully dry and warm to the touch. So, this has been a successful process run. This tool is ready to be crated and then shipped to our customer for installation, at which point one of the Sitek reps, this one will be me, will come on site, do a free on-site startup, and then training of the full controller, as well as the SRD for any of the technicians that want to be trained on it and qualified to run it. If you have any questions on anything I mentioned today, you can reach out to us at sales@sitekprocess.com. You can reach out to me directly at tanderson@sitekprocess.com, or you can give us a call at 916-797-9000, and we'd be happy to help you out. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.